honor of Women's History Month, I just posted a Substack titled, "Can we talk about feminism without mentioning men?" Before you come at me, go read the Substack so that you know I'm not trying to be controversial at all. I thought it was very important for me to talk about the perspective of how my feminism came about. Growing from a household where my mother was always the head of the household. There was no ambiguity about who's the boss. That was the same thing for my cousin, for all my extended family. That was always the same thing. So I grew up very matriarchal. That influenced my perspective on feminism. There was never a concept in my mind where I feel like I'm not able to achieve my dreams, I'm not able to do anything because a man is stopping, because the system, blah blah blah. In the past few years, I've always realized that when we talk about feminism, we always talk about like, oh, let's prove men that women can do it, or oh, men are not letting women do this, that, and the third, that. Although that is true, the system never was created with women in mind, but I have a privilege of not having to think about men. You know how we always talk about equality? For me, men was never the benchmark. I've always wanted to have a powerful, ambitious life. I think there's such a powerful thing about learning how to decenter men as a society, as someone that is navigating the systems, and also as someone who deems themselves a feminist. And also, this is coming from someone who I don't have a PhD in feminism, so take what you want with a grain of salt. But I think there's something so empowering when we talk about feminism and talking about women's liberation. We talk about women's ambitions, women's wealth, women's ability to design their own life, and etc., right? As opposed to talking about it from the lens of opposition or from the lens of defense and being combative because of what men has done or because of what men did not do. But I thought it was a very interesting conversation to talk about feminism from a viewpoint of decentering men. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Read the article and let me know.